Yeah, we have a G key, but we're gonna have to fight through it. Deafening silence. Okay, I like this. I like this. Does not mean much for me. It's main deck Storm Hate. You take their removal, pass it over. Get the skirk down. That's a good draw. We could get the ritual down, but leading with this means that if they kill my Snoop, my Harbinger can put another Snoop on top, and I can Birthing Ritual into another Harbinger. What? Oh. Yeah, that's really good. I am so sorry, opponent. We're testing for the RC, so we gotta do our thing. I believe we have a Mog Mob in our deck. It can. I just need 7 to sack for 3 with Mog. Yes, I'd like to put a Mog Mob on top. Sack. Then we can sack this. Then we can sack this. Then we can sack this. Let's see. for the RC next weekend. I like yours. Really cool. Boom. I don't think I'm bringing anything. I think we just run it back. Bolt's probably not the greatest against them. Of course, I only play Goblins in every format, so I know how important it is to brew and is not enough people do it. Yeah, thought C's is busted. Alright, so go to my turn. It's nice when you have a conversation with your opponent. Just a nice, chill conversation. Bloodstained Mire, Bet Shock. Seems like a really cool person. A certain kind of person to brew. Ooh, Bounce Land. Get the Mog Mob down. Pass it over. Play Birthing Ritual. Attack. Sack the Sting Scourger. Grab the Goblin Matron. Matron Tutors for my Harbinger. We have the combo. Next turn. I like what my opponent's doing. The bounce lands are super cool. Excuse me. Cast a hasty instigator. Cast a hasty snoop. This dies to a board weight. Trigger, I'd like to put a Kiki into play. Tap to copy my matron. And then this trigger resolves. Yes. I'd like to grab another Harbinger. Then damage. And I'd like to put my Harbinger into play. And then I'd like to put another Kiki on top. Tap to target. Target. Tap to target. My Mog Mob's in the bin, so I gotta make sure I have enough goblins just to sack this thing, gang. No worries. Thank you for playing. Enjoy your food. Good game, opponent. Okay, let's run that back. Awesome person, not the greatest testing, but awesome person, and it's nice to meet somebody who also brews. Not enough people brew. You have to build people up when they brew decks. You can't tear them down. Tell them that they're bad. Tell them what they're doing is stupid. Because that's how all the pros started. All the pros started by brewing their own decks. Not all, right? But like, how many times have we seen an innovative new deck? And that has to come from like a place of like confidence. And if we tear each other's confidence away, then none of us would ever brew. The best way to build a community is to build each other up. I'll try this. Turn 1 Ignoble. This will give us Thoughtseize on 2. Living End. Dredge. Blue-Black Frog. Prowess. Affinity, okay. I'll take the Pinnacle Emissary. Then we'll Birthing Ritual. End step trigger. I'd like to sack this. Go grab a Snoop. Yeah, Thoughtseize on their Emissary is really big. Another Scalding Tarn on top, so let's fetch that away. Probably just grab a basic mountain. No, we could grab a Black Source. Blood Crypt. No Shock. Exert, make a red. Cast this. Rebuke, sure. Yeah, I don't think any of these are better. No, there's a Harbinger on top. Wheel? Snoop. Arena of Glory. I guess we don't have an untapped mana too much. Right? Yeah. Play this. Okay. Into the graveyard. Matron on top. Play a We could sack Skirk for Skirk just to get one out of our deck, but I don't think that's worth it. I'm going to do it, but I don't think this is worth it. Doesn't really change. This year's a superstar. She says, I don't know you, got blah, 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 blah. Scared boy, and he said, be later, boy. I wish that you were not like her. Spellbound, bounce a Snoop. They died? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Skirk. Harbinger. Yes. Kiki Jiki. Tap target. Tap target. Tap target. One more. I just can't believe that this worked. Put a Mog Mob on top. Sack target. Sack to target. Okay. Game 2. GG. GG. Thoughtseize was ridiculous. Bringing the ball. Meltdowns. The grinding matchup. Instigators always coming out. From a Thoughtseize. Opponent said, I wanted to wait till turn 2 to get more out. Didn't know we were going to be playing Thoughtseize in the main. Yeah, the whole format, I said, the whole format is combo, so I play 4 in the main because there's a lot of decks I can't beat without it. This hand is unplayable. This hand's slightly better. Exactly. They're live on YouTube. Goblin Ringleader is my channel. We play nothing but goblins in every Alright, so we're gonna go Bloodstone Fetch, Shock, yes, Thoughtseize. Take the Emery. Emery plus Bauble is free draw every single turn. Alright, so now we're gonna jam Snoop, and then we're gonna jam Birthing Ritual. Opal's good. Thank you. I got tired of people saying it was bad. And I had a lot of brews, so I wanted to share my love for the goblins with the world. Yep, they have the removal spell. That was a good top deck for them. We can shock, yes. Get this ignoble down. Get this. Guess they have one other card that I don't know about. Get the Horde Master down. Like, Thoughtseizing ourselves here just does like almost nothing. Yeah, opponent's really cool. Talking about how Goblins is awesome. What do you like most about Goblins? So, in my opinion,
I love deck building. I think that deck building for me is one of my favorite parts of Magic, is the fact that you can like put all the pieces together in like a different way every single time. So like I'm a huge brewer at heart, and like around one opponent, it's really hard to find success when you're brewing. Like just in general, it's a very tall order to like try to like have something that is meta, or that can compete with all the things that are meta in the format. So I love the challenge of putting all the puzzle pieces together in like a different way for each of the formats. So like for standard, for example, you just want to go fast and burn your opponent's face. So we play like Boros Charm and Lightning Strike and Burst Lightning, and then we also play all these aggressive goblins. And then in like older formats, it's much more combo centric. So like we go back to Legacy, right? And it's like Lackey into Muxus, Snoop into Harbinger. Like there's so many different ways you can try to win besides just combat damage. And I enjoy like going from format to format and trying to figure out, okay, well, what is it that makes this format unique? What is it that makes this format like different? And I love the challenge that comes from goblins. Like all of the cards, there's so many goblins in Magic that like you can always find something new that you've been overlooking. There's really nothing like it. In my opinion, I think the Goblins is probably one of the widest format, or one of the widest archetypes, like right up there with humans and dragons, right? Like you can have so many different options for your deck building, and that's what I love. I love having like a depth of card pool. Like the card pool in Goblins is so deep that you can like be brewing for the rest of the time and probably still not find the right builds. And that's what I enjoy about it. I enjoy like the deck building challenge, and like the games are awesome too because you get to do some really cool things. But like I don't ever expect to win. I expect just to have some fun and hang out and like make my opponent smile because I'm playing a weird archetype that they haven't really like prepared themselves for. And I love that. I love that. Okay, we got a pinnacle. Not really when we wanted to be taking the pinnacle, but we got the pinnacle. And then they can make two more things, making these constructs even bigger. I appreciate you being here, Woodful. Woodiful. Absolute legend goblin salute in the chat. The game is more fun when you let it be fun. Oh, maybe. Yeah, the game. GG. GG. Yeah. Activity has no place in Magic, and a lot of people focus too much on what's right and not what's fun. So I respect that a lot. Sideboarding, here we go. Run it back. I think Magic is like just like a microcosm of life. It allows us to like show how we feel about the world in like a very unique way. Sounds interesting. And like the people who are going to be negative are going to be negative, just like they would be negative in anything in life. I think we mulligan to a bauble. There we go. And we have flute plus birthing ritual. This is really good. Tamio does kind of get around that. He used to be one of those people. It made the game a lot less fun. It made me hate Magic, and I've been playing Magic since the beginning. I had to change. That's so friggin'. That's so awesome to hear you say that. It's more fun when you do what you love. I tell people all the time, if you're If you're only enjoying the games you win, you're having fun 50% of the time. If you play what you love, win or lose, you're having fun 100% of the time. Keep bottom of stomping ground, 2, 3. I think we really want a 3-drop. I don't want to bobble this bottom of this vexing bobble. I can always redraw with it. Oh, that was a mistake. To black. This card's banned in Legacy. Absolutely. Tamio. Oh, this is true. They still do get the dudes. Yeah, I hate this card being so good. It's banned in Legacy for a reason. It doesn't feel like it should be this good, but it is just this good. Pay 2 life, yes. Let's get this Snoop down. There has to be a balance with free mana. It's fair. Totally fair. Yep. That's what we were afraid of. I mean, they could still kill me. They have a bajillion. Helping me get some Kindred Love in the upcoming Lorwyn set. Huge fan of Merfolk and Folk deck, what I haven't played in a few months. Yeah, I mean, I really hope that we get some awesome stuff for the people who love the archetypes, because it's just so important to like let people have cool, fun cards. Crack one. Play land. Play another one. This hand was dumb. I mean, they could just hard cast Capo. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we can go sack, matron, stomp. Does it change the math? 5, 10. It's a 2-turn clock with 1 artifact no matter what, and the emissary can be cast. So I'm going to shock. Matron. Matron tutors, yes. Goes and grabs a Snoop. Could grab Trash Man. Interesting. I think we grab Snoop. No, let's grab Harbinger. Because if we hit a land, you can go Birthing Ritual. This is 9. If they can play 2 artifacts. Galvanic Discharge my face. GG's. That shows the power of the Kappa. Also, Galvanic is so cool. It's been fun playing with you and chatting. Galvanic is so cool. Of course. It's always nice to make a friend. GG's, well played. Yeah, so maybe we should have trimmed a, let me see, for another card. I think that was an anomaly. The Vexing Ball was usually really good. I think that's another reason to have a third meltdown, maybe over the second bolt. Try it like that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. We'll do one more, and then I'm gonna hop off. Oh. I shall be back. But look at this awesome art on Birthing Ritual. And we're back. Ooh. Just a little bit under what I have, or over what I have. Thinking about practicing some limited and paper later with some friends. Hey, what's up, Eric? Appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much for being here. How's the day going? Yeah, you know what? Sometimes people say an archetype is bad, but you just got to prove them wrong, you know? That's my goal. My goal with this channel is to show people that you too can have success with goblins. I would like to play first, yes. Nope. That's the old version of goblins, where we used to keep 3-drop hands. The new version of goblins has cool cards like Birthing Ritual. However, I think that this hand also is not keepable. 1 land is just not good enough. We'll keep Skirk. I think. Maybe we bottom the Matron and... yeah, I think it has to be the Skirk. Thoughtseize on 1 and Master on 2 and a Harbinger on 3. Blood Crypt, I would like to shock. I used to champion goblins in my meta, but quit when Bowmasters didn't count as goblins. Yeah, Bowmasters is really cool. Hey, JL Drums, how you doing? Thank you so much for dropping in. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, that was awesome. I think that Magic is more fun when you get to talk to people and you get to learn about their history and why they play the game. And it was a great time. You know, the casting your spells into the bauble to get the dudes, and then having enough mana to just Xaxes cast the Kappa. Chef's kiss. Beautiful game. Yeah, so thank you for hopping in. Yeah, this is welcome to the Goblin family. I appreciate you being here. All right, we're playing against looks like red green landfall, life from the loam, salvo tender, traveling chocobo, Renin 6. This Renin 6 is going to be a huge problem, so let's take that. Of course, yeah. The Goblin Horde is always open to new family members. You know, my Magic family is ever growing. We recently hit 5,500 subscribers in the channel. I make 8 shorts a day. I make a video and a live every day. I love talking goblins. I love being a part of this community. And you know, when I was a kid, I didn't really have like a group, and Magic took me in. So now, if I can be that for some kid out there who wants to play goblins but doesn't have the time to brew his own lists, or somebody who's maybe been playing Magic forever and doesn't believe in goblins anymore, if I can show them that you can have success playing the deck that you love, that's all I want. All right, so we drew the lands, so now we can go Horde Master into Harbinger. Harbinger can put whatever goblin we want on top, probably a Snoop, and then we can try to go off. Here's a curveball for you. You got 7 mana dorks, 32 creatures, and lots of 3-drops. Maybe it's time to break out the Coco. Oh, I really wish Coco was good in Modern. I really wish it was. I mean, it does allow us to go from like nothing to something, so that's something. It's just, I think a 4-drop is just too slow right now, which hurts me to say. It's a turn 3 combo format. The best decks are like Affinity, Titan, Belcher, even Aspergorios is super fast. We could test it though. I'm always down to test new things. I think I'm not gonna shock because I don't need to. Just play the Snoop, which is actually a perfect draw. This is what I was gonna put on top of my Harbinger anyway. I'm not gonna attack. See what they do. We could test a version with Coco. I mean, I love Coco. Coco and Pioneer. Oh, Coco Goblins and Pioneer is one of my favorite decks. Grab 2 Chain Whirlers. Oh, or 2 Lords. Push Xaxes. I like the idea of end step Coco and then untap. That way we don't have to like devote anything to the board. There's a lot of times when we flood and we don't have like enough pieces in order to go off. We could test it. Tanorak. Whenever land enters, yes. And that's the beautiful thing about playing Snoop, the Snoop combo. A lot of times your opponent has to try to like establish their mid-range plan by tapping out. And this is when we just get to go turn 3 combo. Or I guess this is turn 4. But usually this happens game 1 when my opponent isn't aware that we have a combo. Then they board in a billion removal spells like we saw in the last match. Versus the legend, Chill Drums. The Coco Inception has begun. Yeah, I'm such a big fan of Birthing Ritual right now. But my biggest problem with Birthing Ritual is if we don't have any goblins in play, it's just a 2-mana enchantment, or any creatures in play. It's a 2-mana enchantment that does nothing. Tap to target, tap to target, tap to target. So I can make infinite copies of the Snoop. Every single one is tapped except for the last one, which enters untapped. Then I use this untapped Snoop to copy my Harbinger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This Harbinger enters and allows me to put a Mog Mob on top. Mog Mob allows me to sacrifice the tokens. And I need to make sure that I don't let these Horde Master triggers resolve because it'll change the top card of my library. And then we go auto yield, flip a bunch of cards, deal them a bunch of damage. Caca! Good game, opponent. Well played. All right. Go to the sideboards. So I know they have run in 6. Maybe Magus. Magus against a red deck doesn't feel the greatest, but they're trying to do landfall shenanigans. Loot on run in 6 could be good. Not a trash. Is probably not the greatest, but I'd rather have any of these. Alright. It doesn't have any of like the crazy cards that we need, but Horde Master with Birthing Ritual could potentially hit a Magus of the Moon, locking them out of mana. The only way that they could make sure that they have the mana that they need. Could we do both? We could go turn 1, Ignoble, turn 2, Birthing Ritual Thoughtseize, turn 3, Horde Master Snoop. Probably don't even play Basic Forest now because they have Yavimaya. So let's go Shock. Ignoble pass. Lotus Cobra is good. Yeah, we'll take another Shock. Start with a Thoughtseize. See where they're at. I wonder if they play Scape Shift because of all of the landfall triggers. I would definitely take the Bolt. Yeah, we can beat a billion landfall shenanigans. I think we get the Snoop down. Because then the Horde Master not only can look at a Magus, but it can also look at a combo. Matron's decent. Oh yeah, I have the Matron. That's true. I can just do that. Sorry. So they can do a billion things here. They can go land, make a mana, cast Traveling Chocobo, crack my Bloodstained Mire. Bloodstained Mire maybe fetches an extra land. All the doors opening. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if Traveling Chocobo says that all activated and triggered abilities are doubled. Because I feel like they missed out on mana here. Because I'm happy, feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future, that's so strong. I see their plan now. It's a good one. Lotus Cobra is really good. Okay, so I'm setting up for next turn. We didn't hit a land, which was huge. Attack for 4. Could have played a matron, but that's fine. Another one. No, explore. Explore's good. So they can pay for the Mtgo twice. But it doesn't give you an extra land drop. That's the important part. Land. Or maybe they already played their land. No, they have another land drop with Explore. You may look. So I don't get to see the top card. That makes sense. Okay, so I can tap this for a green. I don't think I want to. I definitely want to grab this Raucous Theater. So now I can bin this. Matron. Oh my god, we didn't cast Birthing Ritual. I'm so silly. Yes. So I have 4 mana next turn. I want to grab another 2-drop. We can just grab Harbinger. Just like guarantee that we can combo next turn. No attacks. We don't want to just randomly block to a Sabo Tender. Or die to a Sabo Tender. Because if I play Birthing Ritual there instead, I don't get to get the Matron, which doesn't set up for the following turn. Okay, so they're going to be making a bajillion dudes. So that was their land drop for the turn. I've been happy, feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is going on. I ain't happy, feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. There's got to be a Sabo tender somewhere. Them shocking is really not good for me. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, they get to have a bajillion chocobos. Another one? No, explore. Don't know why they tapped 3. Fetch land. Okay. They get a billion more looks. This deck is sweet. I wonder if there's a way to give them all haste, like anger or something. Moto really doesn't know how they want to do this. Fetch. Combat. Pass. So interesting. I can go Snoop Ritual, but I die next turn. Or I can just go for the Hardbringer and get blown up by a single piece of spot removal. I think this is the situation where we kind of just have to jam it. And they concede. Okay, opponent did basically the Nadu thing with Lotus Cobra and Traveling Chocobo, but being able to just combo kill them with 2 cards wins the day. Okay, this list feels... I have not been getting a lot of sleep recently. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to jump off, eat some early lunch, and then probably take a nap before I go test Limited with my friends. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more, support the channel, $1 a month gets named right out on every stream. Till next time, I'm read off the members, then I'm going to jump away. Alpha Run, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth New, ADDY 100K, Jared Munster Man and Annan, Riberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Gorvisker, Sliver of No, Sky Mag.